How's the market? Well, there's a lot of noise, but talk to a local professional to know what buyers and sellers are doing, what transactions are happening, what's the sale price to list price ratio, how many offers are going down, and what trends are you seeing in your market. So what we're seeing here in Marin County is that buyers are out looking for homes. All our colleagues are saying, what do you got coming on? What do you got coming on? I'm working with fully underwritten, pre-approved buyers just starving for inventory. We just had a listing that got 10 offers. It's in contract for substantially higher than the listing price. We're hearing all our colleagues talk about multiple offers as well. Now, that means the property has to be properly prepared and properly priced. But what's happening is values are holding firm. We're not seeing appreciation like we have year over year. We're seeing slightly higher values than we did in Q4 of last year. We're also seeing lower inventory levels now than we did see at the end of last year. Some sellers who didn't sell their house last year thought, I'm not gonna lower the price. I have a great mortgage on it. I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna stay where I am, or I'm gonna turn it into an investment property, hire a property manager, and rent it. That's what we call the mortgage rate lockdown, where it makes more sense to stay in your current home and hold your mortgage because your mortgage, your 30-year fixed rate mortgage at 2, 3, 4% is actually a financial asset. I got that yesterday from a lunch with our Compass CEO, Robert Refkin. And I think that's a really important piece to think about is people, regardless of their desire to move, it's a painful place to go from a 3% handle to a 7% handle. So you're going to see the people who can really have the highest sense of urgency, who have the most dissatisfaction in their current housing situation. Those are going to be the people that make moves right now. Also, we're seeing a lot more interest from first-time buyers because they know they're paying rent. They're paying 100% interest. They're building no equity. They're getting no appreciation. These people know they want to settle down in Marin County and raise a family here, probably after years of spending their 20s and early 30s in San Francisco. So these buyers are hungry. Maybe they can't afford that $2 or $3 million house anymore. Maybe instead of $2 million, it's 1.8 or 1.6. Instead of 3, it's 2.8 or 2.6. But they're still out there and they're still ready to buy your house. You just have to be willing to take what the market will bear. Yesterday, we got some really big news from the Federal Reserve saying they anticipate increasing the federal funds rate by 25 to 50 basis points. That's 1/4 to 0.5% at the next Federal Open Market Committee, FOMC meeting on March 21st and the 22nd. So we're anticipating mortgage rates to increase between now and then to build in that into the mortgage pricing structure. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in buyer demand between now with the anticipated news and the official news on the 21st and the 22nd. And then what happens after that news is released on the 23rd, moving through the rest of the spring. Personally, I think there are so many buyers out there focused on the long term that they're still going to be in the market. They might not be willing to pay the same price simply because their affordability, their purchasing power has decreased. And if they can only afford a certain mortgage, they might max out to that, but they just can't go any higher than that. So the market, the buyers and the sellers, you have to be willing to take what the market will bear. There's a ton of buyers out there right now who are willing to give you a good price for your home. But I know your issue. You don't know where you're going to move. So it's easier to stay. This creates the market we're in. All-time low inventory, high buyer demand, and that constrained inventory with an increase of buyer demand is continuing to make values hold firm. So we're expecting to see some really great listings hit the market this spring. Now's the time they're going to start to trickle on. So buyers, get your fully underwritten pre-approval, talk to your agent, talk to your lender, get your searches set up, see as many houses as you can, write offers, lose, write a better offer the next time, and you'll get your house. If you guys have any questions, you know where to find us.